I was out, right, so sometimes I go out and buy antiques and oddities and that. I travel around and collect them. So things like this, I found this little scorpion in resin, thought it was cool. A crayfish, look at this crayfish. Got a crayfish, it's on the website if you want it, worldaroundyou.com. At the time of recording it is anyway, it might go quickly because it's cool, isn't it? It's a fucking crayfish. Now you know I've got a thing against prawns and shrimp, so I was in two minds about buying it because I don't quite trust them. I'm not sure if shrimp and that are trying to take over the world secretly, like working alongside the whales to erode coastlines. But we won't get into that. That's in a podcast. I do go into that in great detail if you're interested. But this isn't about that. This is about something else that I've completely forgotten because I've distracted myself. What's this? Oh yeah, I found these, mate. Little fucking glass things. So this is a little sperm cell made out of glass. It's like a Joker sperm, like a baby Joker kind of thing. And I just thought it was cool. I saw that. Unfortunately, there's only one, right? So whoever gets it, whoever's first to it. But there is other stuff, like these, look at these weird little fucking orange monsters. There are all sorts of them there, mate. They're on the website worldaroundyou.com as tiny glass critters. I think I've called them tiny glass critters, or tiny little critters, something like that anyway. But there's quite a few bits on there now that you'll find. You'll even see this, mate, which is a horn that I collected. It's carved into a penguin shape. Now I think these are mint, mate. These, it stands up on its own and that. But they're just fucking mad, mate. Like, obviously I can understand why they've made it into a penguin, because a penguin's already the shape of a horn. If anything, it's quite a lazy idea. But it's just fucking mad, mate, that they've gone, that fucking cow that got hit by that train the other week, you know, by the 1853 to Birmingham. Although it's probably in olden times, so would they really use a 24-hour clock in olden times? That dusk train on the to Birmingham, yeah, Birmingham train that comes through over night time, killed a few cows. I've ripped their heads off, and I'm going to carve the horns into penguins, you know, and all the other people were probably there like, why didn't you carve it into like a stein or something we can actually use? Why have you just made it a decorative penguin? And the guy might just like penguins, innit? And if you like penguins and you want to hand over your love of penguins to somebody else, you can go to my website and you can pass on a penguin, mate. Pay forward a penguin. So you order a little tiny resin plastic penguin, which, fuck it, give me a second. I know that there's one. Oh, for fuck's sake. This just wants to break. It's not broken though, look at that, mate. You don't get craft like that anymore. Look at that, how hardy it is. It's a real horn. Give me a minute. I'll find you one of these little resin penguins. I saw it by my shoes before. Look at this. So I've got a few of them, and then this, right? You pass on a penguin, mate, and then in the order that directly after you, if I remember, or the one after it or before, whichever, an order after yours, gets a little plastic penguin chucked in free of charge to them because you've paid for it. So you pay on a penguin, pay forward a penguin, pass a penguin, pass on a penguin. You know, it's mint, innit? Little penguin. Look at the comparison though. Like, old, you can look at that, mate. Like, you look at that and you're like, is that a penguin? Is it a cormorant? Is it just a stick that someone's kind of put a line on and a little wing? You look at that though, you know that's a penguin, innit? Now that fell on the ground, bounced. Look how thin that is. It's fine, perfectly fine. That, I reckon you could probably throw at a wall and it'd probably be okay. worldaroundyou.com